Try this question here where they ask you to find the value of these trig um, functions, like the cosine of 15 degrees. Hey, you can't really do that with a special triangle. But if you combine, the key thing is you think, what are the special angles? There's 60, there's 45, and there's 30. If I add and subtract them in different ways, can I get 15 degrees? And right, 15 is really 60 minus 45. So that's the big trick. Instead of the cosine of 15, you make it the cosine of 60 minus 45. And then you just use the cos rule. The cos difference formula, not the cos rule. It's the formula for the difference of the cosine of two angles. You just use that formula and you put it in, and now you can use your special triangles, the cos of 60 and the cos of 45 and the sine of 60. You know what those are. They are 1 over 2 for the cos of 60, 1 over root 2, which is really root 2 over 2 in your calculator. They didn't say without a calculator here. So the sine of 60 is root 3 over 2. The sine of 45 is root 2 over 2. It's a little nicer to see you've got 2 times 2 is your common denominator, 4. You've got root 2 here, and root 3 times root 2 is root 6, and there's your answer. So all of these questions kind of work like this. The sine of 75, well, I don't know 75, but I know 30 and 45. This time you just add them together and then work out each one separately. And hey, the sine of 30 is a half, the cos of 45, you get exactly the same answer here. What about 105 degrees? Well, 105 degrees is 60 plus 45. So you could just put it in like that. And this time, when you put in the numbers, you're going to get root 2 minus root 6. But what about 195 degrees? Well, it's better there to use the idea of a reference angle and change it. You know that it's 15 degrees past 180. That makes it negative sine of 15. And 15 is really the sine of 60 minus 45. And you just put it in the formula, 60 and 45. I changed the negative here, so I made it positive. Then I put in the numbers and I realized it was exactly the same. The cosine of 60 is a half, sine of 45 is root 2 over 2, sine of 60 is that. Hey, I get exactly the same answer. The sine of 65, change it to the sine of 15, and then go cosine of 60 minus 45. And just do exactly the same thing. Expand it using the formula, and then just work out these things separately. You could actually do it without a calculator, but if you have your calculator, you'd get these answers, and that's root 6 minus root 2 over 4. So there you go. That one's all done.